January 2, 2026, the monthly reconciliation job stays inactive. The calendar business days 2025 expired on December 31st. No alarm, no failure, just silence. Let's break down AutoSys calendars and Run Calendar, how it works, and the exact mistake behind that failure. AutoSys Run Calendar is a job attribute that ties a job's execution schedule to a named calendar object, essentially a list of specific dates. When you set Run Calendar on a job, AutoSys only runs that job on dates present in that calendar, regardless of other scheduling conditions. There are two calendar types: standard calendars, which are a list of explicit dates, and extended calendars, built from logical rules like last business day of month. Both are defined using the AutoCal ask command or through the WCC UI. A standard calendar is simply a named list of dates. Jobs with Run Calendar pointing to it will run on those dates and only those dates. Here's how to create one. This creates two standard calendars, one for business days in 2026 and one for UK public holidays. Notice the date format is YYYYMMDD and dates must be sorted. Once calendars are defined, apply them to jobs with Run Calendar and Exclude Calendar. Run Calendar specifies which days to run. Exclude Calendar skips specific dates. Note, Exclude Calendar overrides Run Calendar. Here we apply the calendars to two jobs. The daily settlement runs on business days but skips UK holidays. The month-end job runs only on dates in the month-end 2026 calendar. You can query and manage existing calendars using AutoCal ask in report mode. This is essential for auditing which jobs use which calendars and verifying calendar contents before batch runs. These commands help you manage calendars. AutoCal ask R% lists all calendars, while AutoRep helps find which jobs reference a particular calendar. Use these for impact analysis before deleting a calendar. Every junior thinks a Run Calendar is just a fancy cron, but a cron keeps running until you kill it. A Run Calendar has an expiry date baked into its definition. When that date passes, the calendar is dead. Jobs tied to it stop running with no warning. Use AutoCal ask Q to check a calendar's end date. If the end date is in the past, the calendar is expired. Jobs referencing it will never run again. This is the same issue we highlighted at the start. Here's exactly why that happened. The calendar business days 2025 was a standard calendar with explicit dates for 2025 only. On January 1, 2026, the calendar had no dates. The job's date condition checked the Run Calendar, found no match, and remained inactive. No alarm fired because the job didn't fail, it just never started. The monthly reconciliation job used calendar business days 2025, which had no dates after Dec 31, 2025. The job never started and no alarm fired. The fix involved creating a new calendar for 2026 and updating the job's Run Calendar attribute. The team also automated calendar creation with a scheduled job that runs each December and added monitoring to alert on calendars with expired dates. The key change was updating the Run Calendar attribute to point to the new calendar. When both days of week and Run Calendar are set, the job runs only on dates that satisfy both conditions. This is rarely intended. For example, if Run Calendar includes a Saturday but days of week excludes it, the job won't run. Use one or the other. Calendar names are case-sensitive in AutoSys. If you define a calendar as Business Days 2026, but reference it as Business Days 2026, the job will fail with a calendar not found error. Always use consistent lowercase names. This is the exact mistake from our hook incident. The job referenced a year-specific calendar that expired. After the last date in the calendar passed, the job went completely silent. No alerts, no failures, just 0 runs. Exclude calendar only matters if Run Calendar first says yes. If the Run Calendar is expired or empty, the job never triggers and Exclude calendar is never evaluated. Always check both calendars together. The article mentions extended calendars, but only shows standard ones. Here's how to create an extended calendar using logical rules like last business day of month, which never needs annual updates. Extended calendars, logical rules, are available in AutoSys R 11.3 and later. In older versions, only standard calendars are supported. Check your AutoSys version with AutoSys version before relying on extended calendar features. The article advises monitoring calendar expiry, but doesn't show a concrete script. Here's a simple shell script that checks if any calendar's last date is before today and alerts. When a job isn't running, start by checking its run calendar. Use AutoRep to see the calendar name, then AutoCal ask to verify it contains today's date. Also check for year-specific calendars that may have expired. Let's run through some common interview questions. What is run calendar? A named date list that restricts job execution to specific dates. Difference between run calendar and exclude calendar. Run calendar specifies allowed dates. Exclude calendar specifies blocked dates. What happens if both days of week and run calendar are set? Job runs on intersection, rarely intended. And a few frequently asked questions. How to create a calendar? Use AutoCal ask command with insert calendar directive. Do calendars auto-update? Standard calendars with explicit dates do not. Extended calendars with logical rules do. What is the expiry trap? A calendar with a past end date causes jobs to silently stop running. To wrap up, AutoSys calendars are powerful but dangerous. Always monitor calendar expiry, automate updates, and avoid mixing scheduling methods. Remember, a job that never starts is worse than one that fails because there's no alarm. Ready to go deeper? Up next, AutoSys global variables, then AutoSys date conditions and run window, then AutoSys job status codes explained. Find them all at TheCodeForge.io. Thanks for watching. The full article and code examples are covered in detail at TheCodeForge.io.